Okay, Comic 20. I'm actually kind of impressed that I made it to Comic 20. No, I'm not. I'll be impressed if I make it to... If I make it to 100, I think I'll be really impressed. So maybe I'll just sort of celebrate the same rate that I celebrated the comics as I was drawing them. I started doing... because a lot of the different comics do all this kind of, oh, here's my 100th comic, or oh, here's my 1000th comic, and they make the comic strip itself be about the fact that it's its own number. This is what I don't get. YouTube does this too, or YouTube people, videographers, what do you call them? Oh, that's right, you're supposed to call them YouTubers. That sounds like a potato. So there's these people, and they celebrate, and they put out, oh, here's my 1000th video, and it's just them saying it's their 1000th video, and you think, really? So I must admit, I did do it, but I'm not gonna do it at 20. No. So the comic. Let's talk about that. Mailing in your assignment. Yup. And that's a mailbox. That's a pretty good mailbox, despite the fact that it says mail. It's kind of off-center. She's surprised you didn't try to give me any last-minute factless lectures. Nope. I could see you didn't want to ask for my help, so I just rewrote all your answers for you. Thank me later. Stunned silence. Honestly, I think this is when I was really starting to decide on the shape of everyone's heads. Because if you look, I mean, they're still kind of banana-shaped. It's sort of a very squarish banana, but starting to become a little more consistent. Except for the fact that Kenny just sort of constantly stands there like he's trying to slowly shove a pencil out of his mouth. Look at that small hole of a... what is it? It's like a face anus. Or fanus. We're just going to call it as fanus from now on. And nothing different. Got a pretty bleary look. Jeff comes by. Don't want to draw hands, so everyone's hands are behind their back, as per usual. Nope. ... The ... was used kind of properly there. Okay, he's just popping in the mail. I can see you didn't want to ask for my help. Ask. There's capital letters. Asked. It puts the emphasis on the proper syllable. That joke doesn't get old. What is this a comic for? Last minute, factless lectures? Think so? No. So I just rewrote all your answers for you. No, it doesn't actually say there that... See, what has happened is that Jeff mailed it in. Or that, oh no, he's mailing the assignment because he already changed it. Why didn't he read over it? How did that happen? How does Kenny not notice that all the answers are different? Well, that's annoying. Now, I'll probably get into this in a little bit later, but this was me setting up the fact that Kenny was going to have a hard time graduating. Now, in a weird way, I kind of had the same thing when I was trying to graduate, and it was more a matter of different credits, different things like that. But in this one, Kenny's actually pretty studious, and his friend sabotages him accidentally, just trying to help with being an idiot. But in reality, if I were Kenny, I was just, what's the word for it? Lazy. Because I don't like to learn. I like to learn, I just don't like school. I don't like lectures. I don't like someone forcing me to learn something specific that they're trying to teach me, and if I don't like it, then I get very defensive about it. I get defensive about education in general. So I didn't do well in school. I mean, I did alright, but that's just because I kind of went by on common sense, so studying didn't make sense to me. I thought, if I study this, then I'll know it for a few hours, and I'll know it for the exam, and then after the exam, I'm eventually going to forget it, which I have done. All the stuff that I did well or badly on exams, I have forgot from quite a long time ago. So what was the point? What was the use? I guess it was just an exercise in learning how to memorize things for a short period of time and then regurgitate them back out onto a piece of paper. See how I'm cynical about education in general? Anyway, hopefully not too many mentions about that. I've been getting comments. I mean, they're from people I know, and so there's all 3 or 4 of you watching this, including someone, the person who asked me about a year ago, well no, probably more like 6 months ago, about my comic, and sort of saying, oh, you have a comic? Yes. So I did it years and years ago. She said, oh, where can I see it? And I said, well, I haven't really put them back online, because it used to be a website, but it was hosted on a friend's page, and I haven't put it back up. So I tried to put them back up in another format, but it wasn't working because it was a WordPress site, and WordPress doesn't do a very good job of making, I wanted to do a slideshow, so you could just kind of whip through really fast. So I decided to implement this project, and this project is theoretically for me primarily, I guess, because I wanted to do it, but it's mostly, I think, fan-wise, it would be for her as a fan to see these the first time through. So I won't mention her by name just in case other people are really worried about that. I'm aiming at the wrong pause button. That'd be bad. So yeah, there's a mailbox. Okay, Comic 21 tomorrow.